Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Watson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Nice nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game.
It's a running room. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Owens. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They go to the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Aggie! And they strike first. Field shrinks, tight end blows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Cardinals in the hurry-up. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
That was a third down this offense absolutely had to have. They're already down in this game, and so on third down, you've got to find a way to win. And it's a nice job in the one-on-one, running a good route, creating some separation, quarterback throwing on time, and this offense stays on the field.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collins. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in.
nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, really nice catch there. And I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's got him this time. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that 1st down.
Back to throw, it's Moss. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The 12th man, Borden standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught, close to the marker, it's Brown. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a first and goal. And the Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Keeps it on the draw. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
On the run, it's Moss. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. That's caught. It's Bell. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. He wants to throw it again. Wide out trying to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's not afraid to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another team look like that in the rest of this game.
This time he's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Plows through the defense. Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon, and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. Got him downfield. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle at Stewart. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Snap in the shotgun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Fit it in the window for the score.
I think coming into this game, we thought it was going to be a back-and-forth affair. What a great job executing on that touchdown. If they get this extra point, man, we are all tied up heading in at halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Owens. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, when you can find these playmakers that you feature and you consistently feature, this is when Aggies go nuts. They go crazy because their offenses are fun, exciting.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. He'll try. There he goes. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Reed. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Wide open spaces. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds his man. It's Bell. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinals! And that one will give them the lead.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Owens. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. That's caught. It's Owens. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Hey, midfield, he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And he tacks on the extra point. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Using the quick game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Catch in the middle. It's Owens. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They want to throw it, looking to buy time. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle 2nd and
4. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Moss. Makes the grab on the left. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They'll snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Give to Brown. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The Cardinals started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brown has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him the punt.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Reed. Finds his man, it's Smith.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. Defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Snags it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag through. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll throw on third and short. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. He's loose at the 15. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week.
It's a seam wide open.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. He's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. Inside the... And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up 14 over Southern Miss. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple of minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Moss. That's caught. It's Brown.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looking for a man. It's Moss. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That's enough for the 1st down, and the clock stopped. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Only a pickup of a yard, and that's just not helping much at this point. At least the clock is stopped. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football